Hello, everyone. Welcome to Blue Nation. My name is Matt Halverson, alongside Pete Winslow, and what is his final episode of Blue Nation, final episode of TV10 ever.
Ever.
On TV10.
They're getting rid of me, I guess.
Yeah.
As you know, after a certain time, after a certain amount of time here at TV10, you get old, and then you go somewhere else. And I'm about to go somewhere else, I guess.
We do. And we even matched today. It's gross.
Oh man.
Yeah. But anyways, let's get right to it. We got softball. What do you got for me, Pete?
Well, we had the huge tournament this past weekend. The Blugolds did very well, actually. They ended the season 26-13-1. They ended up losing to Whitewater early on, 5-1. They beat Oshkosh 1-0, and they beat La Crosse 5-0. They had 9 hits in that game. Rachel Heffel actually went 2 for 3, along with Kelsey Meredith going 2 for 3. And Evie Shaler had 2 RBIs, so really good production from the bats there, as well as Zana Lorbetsky's 8 strikeouts. So well done in that game. But they ended up losing a heartbreaker. It hurts to even talk about this.
It was rough, man.
They ended up losing a heartbreaker in the finals against Whitewater in a 13-inning marathon.
It's all been 2 games.
Yeah, like that's almost 2 games.
Yeah.
And in the top of the 13th, Evie Shaler hit a home run, and that gave them the lead, actually, and people went nuts. There's some great pictures there by Bill Hefner from the game days. And they ended up giving away the lead, and they got a walk-off single or double to win 2-1, unfortunately. Lauren Blazek actually went 12 innings.
Oh, my
12. Gosh. I can't imagine going 12 innings. You know, if you look at like Major League Baseball or anything, going really 7 or 8 innings is a lot for the pitcher. But to go 12, I can't believe she went 12. And she had 5 Ks, so it wasn't like it was a poor game by the Blugolds. They fought, they stuck with it, and they made it very interesting. And so really a great season, by the Blugolds. Exactly.
And our own Travis Nahus had a chance to catch up on all the action from this last weekend.
The University of Wisconsin-Eau Claire softball team hosted the Wisconsin Intercollegiate Athletic Conference tournament over the weekend at Glein Field. The Blugolds headed into the tournament winning 12 of their last 14 games, having just wrapped up a regular season conference championship. Lauren Blazek was on the mound in hopes of continuing the winning ways against UW-Whitewater. A couple of Blugold errors led to 3 fourth-inning runs to open up a 3-0 lead for the Warhawks. The Blugolds would cut into the lead in the bottom of the 6th. Sam Nutzelman was hit by a pitch with the bases loaded, forcing home Morgan Leckler for the first Blugold run. The Warhawks extended their lead in the top of the 7th by adding 2 insurance runs. The Blugolds would fail to score in the bottom of the 7th and fall by a final score of 5-1. Blazek pitched 6 2/3 innings and gave up 8 hits and 1 earned run. In their second game, the Blugolds matched up with UW-Oshkosh. They needed a win in order to keep the season alive. It was a pitcher's duel as Lauren Blazek was on the mound for the Blugolds once again. She would throw a complete game shutout, allowing only 4 hits, but the result was still in doubt until the 6th. A bunt single by Kelsey Meredith allowed Emily Pomykowski to score the only run of the game as the Blugolds moved on with a 1-0 win.
Here's Blazek. That one hit right back to her. She caught it on to 1. That'll do it. Blugolds win. Blazek turns a double play, and they advance.
Later that same day, the Blugolds matched up with UW-La Crosse, with Zana Lorbetsky taking the ball, looking to repeat the pitching performance delivered by Blazek. Blugolds got on the board early as a single by Bree Calder scored Gracia Larson to give the Blugolds a 1-0 lead in the second. That score stood until the 4th, as the Blugolds bats caught fire. A pair of 2 RBI doubles by Bree Calder and Evie Shaler gave the Blugolds a 5-0 lead. That was all the damage they needed, as Lorbetsky was dominant on the mound. She provided the second complete game shutout of the day. She pitched all 7 innings, allowing only 3 hits, while striking out 8 La Crosse batters. With the 2 wins, the Blugolds advanced to the championship game, matching up once again with UW-Whitewater. Sunday's championship game was quite the battle, as both pitchers kept the opposing teams off the scoreboard through 7 innings. This game was headed to extras. In the bottom of the 9th, the Warhawks loaded the bases with nobody out. Blazek managed to escape the jam and head to the 10th. The first run of the game didn't cross the plate until the top of the 13th inning. as an Evie Shaler solo home run gave the Blugolds the lead in the first run of the day.
On both sides. And there you go. A swing and a drive. That one is gone. Evie Shaler with a home run.
Kyle, we were just talking about it. Evie Shaler, all it takes is one hit. Best hitter on the team. Shaler coming up huge for the Blugolds.
The Blugolds went into the bottom of the 13th just 3 outs away from a winner-take-all game with the chance to sweep both the regular season and tournament conference championships. Blazek remained on the mound to start her 13th inning of work. The Warhawks would load the bases off of an error, walk, sacrifice, and intentional walk. After a forced out at home, the next Warhawk batter ended the game with a 2-out RBI double to give UW-Whitewater a 2-1 win in 13 innings and give the Warhawks the tournament championship and the automatic bid into the NCAA tournament. Blazek pitched 12 2/3 innings, allowing 9 hits, 2 runs, but 0 earned, while she struck out 7 batters. The loss ends the season for the Blugolds as they did not receive an at-large bid into the NCAA tournament.
And with that caps off a great regular season for the women's softball team there. They're not technically out of the hunt yet. They'll have to wait and see if they get an at-large bid to the national tournament, just as we've done all season long with other sports. Unfortunately, we cannot keep you tuned on that. This is our last episode, but stay tuned on BluGolds.com. Follow the softball team as they look to get an at-large bid in the NCAA tournament. With that, Coach Leslie Huntington, however, did win Coach of the Year. No surprise there, Pete.
Not a surprise at all, really. They should have just given it to her at the beginning of the season, in my opinion. But really, really well deserved. Obviously, she accounts for more than half of the Blugold wins almost in like the history of the entire organization. So, really, hats off to her.
Exactly, and the awards don't stop there. Evie Shaler, Position Player of the Year, another award there. So, shout out to Evie Shaler. Great job this season. And 6 Blugolds also earned WEAC honors this season. So the softball team came out and played the way they usually do and had another great season. So it was great to see that.
But that's not the only awards that were given out, as the men's and women's tennis awards were given out too. We've got some women's tennis players here. In Sarah Henderson, she won Player of the Year. I think we got, we got Sarah.
There we go. All right.
We've got Olivia Gallagher. She won Team Player of the Year.
Oh.
We've got Olivia Gallagher.
We've got technical difficulty. There we go. All right. All right.
Next, we've got Jillian Hultgren, who was Most Improved. Good for her. That's actually a really good award.
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
Then next, we've got Colleen McCullough. She won the Blugold Award.
Yes.
And then we've got Paige Keepers to round it off, winning the Coaches Award. So well done by the women's team, as they had a tremendous season. And obviously, a well-deserved break.
Yeah, great job by the women's tennis team. Let's move over to the men's side. They finished up their season as well and handed out some awards. We've got Daniel Schoen winning Player of the Year, so great job to him. We've got Michael Mothy winning the Blugold Award for the tennis team. Good job to Michael. We've got Bernardo Prado, Most Improved Player of the Year, which I think is one of the most major awards. That's the hard work award.
They all have bow ties. That's pretty
awesome.
awesome.
I like it. I wonder if they tie those themselves. We've got Jordan Stevens with the Team Player Award. Another great award to win there. And then Kyle Hoffman rounding him out with the Coaches Award. So great job by the tennis team. Both tennis teams had a great year for them to come out. I mean, great showing.
Yeah, absolutely.
And with that, we are going to take a quick break, but when we come back, we're going to recap another Blugold that was off to nationals.
If you drive buzzed, it could cost you around $10,000. You'll face major legal fees, major fines, and steep insurance penalties. You could lose everything. Buzzed, busted, and broke. Because buzz driving is drunk driving.
So, same time next week?
Well, of course. Put away a few bucks, feel like $1 million. For free tips to help you save, go to Feed the Pig.
It was not. It was like...
It's easy to tell if you've had way too many. But what if you've had just one too many? Buzz driving is drunk driving.
Well, folks, welcome back to Blue Nation. As we said earlier, we've got one of our very own Blue Gold golfers, Brady Hansen. He's currently in Rochester, New York, right now competing for the Blue Golds in golf. And he's currently tied for 29th, which is actually very good. There's over 200, 300 golfers in this thing.
There are.
And to be tied for 29th with a lot of players, that's very good. And so, really, I think it's a win for the Blue Golds if he's in the top, 30, 40. I don't know.
Yeah, no, and golf is one of those unique sports. It's one of the most individual sports that we offer here at the university. And just to have a representative go off and represent us at nationals, I think is huge. So great job, Brady Hansen.
Yeah, and when that wraps up here in the next few days, I'm sure everybody will hear about it on BlueGolds.com. But with that, we've got the last Hesselhoff Productions video of Unlikely Sports Heroes, thanks to our own Dalton Hessel. Check it out.
Hi, I'm Edwin Fletcher. Come check this out. Yeah, that's right. I got 2 Fs. Finals week's coming up. I kind of need to get my act together. Class I'd have to say I'm most nervous about is probably my physics exam. I mean, the only thing I know right now is the mitochondria is the powerhouse of the cell. Wait, that's biology, isn't it? Yeah, I'm going to have to do a lot of training. Well, I usually eat a lot of candy, kind of get in the sugar mode. That's what I like to call it. And then it kind of can go anywhere from there. It can either be a really good paper because I'm in the sugar mode, or a really bad paper because I'm in the sugar mode. And essay can really just go anywhere. So I don't really like to get hopped up on sugar. And that's not like a euphemism for anything else, it's just sugar. I guess we'll see. I think that all this training is going to pay off for me in the long run. And I think I'm going to ace that. And I think I'll still be able to live with my parents this summer. So.
No.
I think he won't be able to do it.
Heck no.
No way in hell.
Sure. Yes, I think he'll get through it, and he's gonna kill it, and he's gonna get A's on everything.
Two plus 2 does equal 4. Training is hard, but I think it's going to pay off in the end.
And there lies the sad conclusion of the Unlikely Sports Hero series by Dalton Hessel. And we've got him on just to talk a little bit about what he's done this year. So, Dalton, can you just talk us through what the vision behind Unlikely Sports Heroes was?
Well, I like sports and I like humor, so I tried mixing them together. And that's how Unlikely Sports Heroes came to be. Just a lot of random thoughts like happen in my classes. And then I just kind of jotted them down, and we went with them for video ideas.
So I got to ask, who is your favorite Unlikely Sports hero that you had to portray or film?
I'm going to have to say Landry Sheets.
Yes, Landry Sheets.
That was probably our funnest one to shoot, I'd say.
Can you just explain who Landry Sheets was?
He was a professional laundry folder, and he got into sock folding, which is his downfall, actually. But then he recovered. And he's back in the laundry folding game.
The laundry folding game.
Yeah.
Not many people think that laundry folding is a sport, but it is.
It is.
If you've seen Unlikely Sports Heroes.
And we have it here on BluNation.
Yeah. The only place you'll find it.
Yeah.
You gotta look pretty hard.
Yes.
Exclusive. Very own exclusive. But Dalton, I gotta ask you, obviously since BluNation may or may not be a show next semester, what do you got? What do you got planned for us?
I got an idea in the works. It's called Fun Dad Mentals. It's going to be like how dads do things like throw a frisbee or how to get kicked out of like a little league game and like different things like that. So it should be pretty fun.
Oh yes, parents are great at youth sporting events. That'll be great.
They're always entertaining to watch.
Yeah, for sure.
Absolutely. Well, Dalton, thank you for all your hard work with Fantasy Minute first semester and then now your Hasselhoff Productions. But, folks, there will be a lot more from Dalton next semester for sure. But with that, we're going to go to another break. Don't go away. Still got plenty of BluNation.
Oh, hi. I'm Max from Home Screen. You're watching TV 10.
We've got a big problem, and we need your help.
It's called sexual assault, and it has to stop.
We have to stop it. So listen up.
If she doesn't consent, or if she can't consent,
it's a crime. It's wrong.
We need all of you to be part of the solution. This is about respect. It's about responsibility.
It's up to all of us to put an end to sexual assault. And that starts with you.
Because one is too many.
I adopted Bento in 2010 from a shelter. This cat makes me make art. He's my best friend, but a lot of people know him as Keyboard Cat.
Yo, check out this chef, right? Right? That's so gay. That's really gay. Look at those pants.
Please don't say that.
What?
Don't say that something is gay when you mean that something is dumb or stupid. It's insulting. It's like if I thought this pepper shaker was stupid and I said, man, this pepper shaker is so 16-year-old boy with a cheesy mustache. Just saying. When you say that's so gay, do you realize what you say? Knock it off.
Hi folks, I'm Garth Brooks, and I know there's a lot of talk about high taxes and the high cost of health care today. But did you know there's something very simple that you can do to help? And that's just be a safe driver. 1, always wear your safety belt. And 2, never drink and drive. Traffic accidents alone last year in the United States cost all of us over $100 billion. And we all share that cost. So do your part. Get involved. Highway safety is everybody's business.
And welcome back here to BluNation, where we've got outdoor track and field action to recap. The track and field team competed in the WEAC championships at Whitewater. The men took 6th and the women took 5th. And just to recap women, we had Sam Anderson placed in all 3 of her events, including runner-up in the discus, and is ranked 13th in the country and 12th in the country in hammer throw. 13th in discus, 12th in hammer throw, that is, to avoid confusion. We've got Callie Fisher taking 3rd in the 5,000-meter run and runner-up in the 10,000-meter run. And we've got Tommy Brenner with a personal best in the pole vault, taking first and is currently ranked 4th in the nation. So great job for the women at the conference championships.
I just got a quick ask before we get to the men. Who runs 10,000 meters?
Yeah, it does not sound fun. I'm not about that.
I didn't even know that was a race.
You know,
That's incredible.
You know, we talked about the marathon last week. Now we got the 10,000. I don't know, man.
10,000 meters. Take second. Well, congratulations to her. But for the men, we've got Alex Mess. He won the men's shot put, ranking him 2nd in the country. And, you know, I obviously feel like we talk about him and his throwing abilities, and we see that all the time. Then we got Jimmy Paskey, finished 3rd in the 200 meter and won the 400 meter, ranking him 3rd in the country. And then we've also got Patrick Tracy, finished 3rd in the 1500 meter, while Steven Schimmel placed 3rd in the 5,000 meters. So really, all around, a phenomenal job for the men and women. And the next meet is going to be the North Central Multi and UW Lacrosse Last Chance meet. So really, it's going to be looking up for the Blugold outdoor track and field team, because they had a phenomenal showing, 5th and 6th, not bad at all.
Great job for them. So much running.
So much running. 5,000 meters, 10,000 meters.
So much running. And running, you know, that's sports. But we talk about sports a lot here on Blue Nation. But we're going to move it into something we don't do a lot here on Blue Nation. That's feelings. This is Pete Winslow's last show on TV10, my bud.
Oh, boy.
And
sad day.
I will admit, it's been a ride, man.
It has been something. Thanks, Matt. We got Matt Peterson.
We got Matt Peterson. We got the 2 worst Matts in the world here to talk about Pete Winslow. And
you basically have the 3 worst people ever.
Yeah,
pretty much.
Exactly. But I just like to go out and say here, Pete, there's no reason I should be on exec staff, let alone work here at this station, other than
very true.
Pete is the one that got me into this, and he deserves all the credit for that. He's done such great work for so long here at TV10, and I am just so thankful for that. And he's one of the best friends I could ever ask for off the camera.
Oh, boy.
And I just don't know what to say about you, man. We're gonna miss you around here. I don't know
Thanks,
what we're gonna do.
Matt, do you have anything to say?
Yeah, I mean, he said he doesn't know what to say. Well, let me tell you.
Oh, he knows
I know
what
exactly
to say.
what to say.
Oh, boy. Here we go.
Here's what I have to say.
Boy.
Pete, I just have to say thank you. It's been a heck of a ride. You've been here a pretty good amount of time.
It's pretty old.
Joining when you were a sophomore.
Pretty old.
That's a pretty old guy. We're kind of surprised you're graduating.
6 semesters.
We're pretty upset you're graduating, actually. So I just wanted to say thank you for all the work you've done for revamping Sports in Session into Blue Nation, what we see now, this beautiful creation you have here. Don't tell me what's my favorite show. And also, I think you've also done a lot of work with us on the Blugold Game Day.
That's right.
And more than that, Pete, you've become an incredible friend. I will not forget the all-nighter when you and I hung out down here and I was razzing you for those Minnesota Gophers and how terrible they are.
That's right.
On top of that, how bad the Minnesota Vikings are, who are absolutely atrocious. And
for
some reason,
a lot has changed.
You're a fan of them for some reason, but you and I really bonded over our hatred for each other.
Yeah, pretty much. I still hate you, but
yeah, I mean, I hate your guts, but at the same time, I love you so much, and that's no lie. I do love you, Pete. You're going to be seriously missed around here. If you could please fail a class so you could stay a little longer.
You might not have to ask, because it might be happening.
Who knows? I wouldn't be upset about it, and we wish you the best of luck in the future.
Well, thanks, guys. Before I say anything, I think we got something.
Yeah, we do. If anyone's interested, we do have a feelings package to go with our feelings talk. So here we go, feelings.
On our show today, we have a lot to talk about: a Blugold football recap, a Blugold athlete spotlight, volleyball shenanigans, and much more.
Buckle up, Blugolds. It's time for Blue Nation.
Go.
Let's go.
All right. Gentlemen, lock up. On my go, I guess. We'll see. On 3. 1, 2, 3. And here they go, folks. It's pretty good right now. Lars doesn't look like he's breaking a sweat at all.
Oh my God.
There you go. Look at him. I think Matt is breaking a lot of sweat. Uh-oh, it's going to one side. It's going to one side. Lars looks like he's got the upper hand, folks. And I think it's over. Lars Nelson.
Explain that
sort of costume to us all.
My costume game is pretty poor, but my broadcasting game is really good. So it's gonna balance out.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I'll see.
And you know, Pete, that still kind of stings a little bit.
Rocked out before then. So if you try to swim, if I'm not leaning and I'm back here, like if you try to swim, like reach out and try to get you.
All right.
I mean.
All right. So I'm gonna come up. I'm gonna try one time. I'm gonna try.
All right. I mean, you can't.
No, he's got it. He's got it. Isaiah Cage, everybody.
How to Train My Dragon. Sit. See, he's doing great. And this is my crown. I mean, I'm a king. I'm a king. You could say I'm Khaleesi's older, cuter sister.
I'm here and I'm setting. I'm trying to punch you. I'm trying to punch you in your back. I'll punch you in your back to try to slow you down.
Some of the most fine moments I think we've ever had on the show. That was amazing. I felt weird to relive all that.
We've done a lot.
We have. A lot of fun videos the first semester and a couple fun videos this semester. Really, well, thank you for both your kind words. I appreciate it. Really for BluNation, I remember coming on as a Sports in Session guy after Jake Steen actually was the Sports in Session guy. And I took his mantle on, and that was all really fun. But then I decided I think we needed to revamp it. Peterson and I talked about that. So I was thinking, all right, we need a new show, but I can't do this by myself, obviously. So I had to go out and recruit some reinforcements, bringing in this guy.
Terrible decision.
Yeah.
Worst.
And obviously the show has just gone nowhere. No, but it's truly been a lot of fun. And I think that BluNation, obviously if you saw any of the earlier shows, BluNation was still trying to find its, niche and trying to figure out what it really was. And not too much Sports in Session, not too much home field, not too much game show, not too much handful, any of that kind of thing. And after watching that, I gotta think that it found what it's supposed to be. And I think that me being here in TV10, I kind of found my niche too. So I have to thank everybody on this team because it's really not me. I don't do very much, really, actually.
No, you're lazy.
Yeah, that's true. Halverson, I got to thank you, man, for coming on and taking on this project with me because, it was going to be something that I was afraid of because I didn't know what was going to happen, really. And to co-host with my best buddy, I don't really think anything else could be much better. Matt Peterson, thanks for kick-starting this whole TV10 thing. And I remember when we first met, actually, you helped me get through the doors because they were locked. Oh, I'm tearing up. Sorry, guys. That's when we first started being friends. And we've had so many stories that we probably can't share on air. But you really got this thing moving, and you really got everything going. And that's, I really appreciate that because it gave me the opportunities to call games and sideline report and, be on camera for half an hour every week and talk about sports and, make a fool of myself. And, not very many places you could go to do that. And thank you for giving me the opportunity to really find my passion. And then I gotta thank Well, first of all, it used to be Natalie Hegna, who was directing our show, Made Me Look Good, Sports in Session. Without her there, I don't think Sports in Session would have ever lasted. And then more recently, I got to thank Max Harding because yeah, I know. I have to thank Max Harding because he puts up with all of our stuff for both shows, and he does a great job trying to not freak out about how many in-studio guests BluNation has on and how many transitions. Yeah, but other than that, you know, we got the whole sports team. I'm not gonna go through all of them, but they all know that I love those guys, and without them, this doesn't run either because, you know, it takes an army to really run a show, and man, we've compiled a good number of soldiers here, and really, you know, it's so fun to see this because not only do we get paid to do this, which is fun, but really I don't need the money. I don't need that. It's something I really like, and you know, TV10 has come so far from when I started, and it's going to continue to progress and be amazing. And then obviously I'd like to thank the other show hosts, Kyle Neighbor and Bree Meyer, for working with us. They are wonderful, and between those two and then Halverson here, they're going to run the show next year, and we'll see what happens, but it's going to be good. It's going to be good. So, yeah, with that, thanks, guys. Thanks for tuning into BluNation. We really appreciate your viewership, whichever little or a lot it is, doesn't matter.
It's a lot.
So thanks for putting up with me and everybody here at TV10. That's BluNation. Thanks, folks. We'll see you next time.